Hey there, welcome to Modern Vegan Family. I'm Lisa Chell and you are in Chell's Kitchen, where tonight the angels are singing because we are making salted caramel macchiato nice cream. Now you might be saying, Lisa, what's nice cream? Well, I tell you, it's not naughty cream, because naughty cream is made from dairy, it's high fat, high sugar, it abuses animals, and it comes at a cost, because it's not great if you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to have a healthy heart. Whereas nice cream is made from frozen bananas. Now, if you go on the internet or on anything social media and you see pictures, there are people all over that are making nice cream for breakfast, lunch, dessert. I mean, they're eating it at all times of the day because really it's a luxurious flavor, so similar to ice cream and just made with heart healthy and body healthy bananas. Today we are making nice cream that is definitely a dessert. You are going to love it, yet it's all whole foods. So you're not even going to have to feel guilty about it. Let's get right to it. So let's talk about how we make the salted caramel part first. Now this is one of those recipes that is going to use a food processor because the frozen bananas need something very powerful to whip them up. So in here, to make the salted caramel layer, we're going to start with 10 soaked dates. Now the dates are going to make it caramelly and sweet. They're whole food. They end up being a little bit of kind of almost a chewy caramel texture in the nice cream. Oh, they're just absolute heaven. So these have been soaked for a couple hours. I added hot water, so these are organic dates. Now if you use medjool dates, remember to take the pits out. These happen to be pitless dates that I'm using. Now the second part that makes the caramel layer is almond butter. So we're going to add 4 tablespoons of almond butter. Now, scant tablespoons, don't overdo it, don't make them heaping. Just the right amount is 4 kind of level or scant tablespoons. This happens to be homemade almond butter and from organic almonds. Now, if you're finding almond butter is a little bit inaccessible or expensive for you, you can make this recipe with organic peanut butter. I'm just saying for the salted caramel flavor, I prefer the almond butter. So we're going to add in our 4 tablespoons of almond butter. And so that's going to be our caramel, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of good quality salt. I've got some pink Himalayan salt right here, and a teaspoon of pure vanilla. And we're going to get that going in the food processor first. And we're going to mix it up quite well till it's very pasty. Now, as all things, when you're mixing something that's a solid and you're trying to turn it into a paste, or you're mixing something that's frozen and you're trying to get it creamy, you will frequently be opening up your food processor and scraping down the sides and spreading out that paste or the creamy frozen bananas until everything gets to the consistency that you want. So even though we're probably going to fast forward this a little in the video, keep scraping until you get a nice paste. Now I know while you're making the paste, you're going to be tempted to put some liquid in there. Now we've tried this a few different ways. The liquid just makes your banana nice cream a little bit too liquidy and not as thick and rich as you want. So take the time, be patient as you make your date and almond butter paste. Now you're not going to be able to get your dates and your almond butter into a perfect puree type paste, just enough that the dates are fairly broken down, because when you add your bananas in and start the processor again, those dates are going to get smaller and smaller, and they're going to infuse the banana with just a little bit of that chewiness that's reminiscent of real caramel. So we're ready to add our frozen bananas. Remember to leave your bananas in the freezer until the absolute last moment. So this bowl shows the equivalent of 4 medium-ish to large-ish bananas that I've diced or cut up quite small, and they've been frozen in individual pieces. So 4 bananas, this is going to make a perfect amount for this dessert. Let's just add them to the food processor here. Now you're going to notice as soon as we start the food processor, there's going to be a lot of noise. It's going to be very chunky, and we're going to stop frequently and push the bananas down and spread them out so that the blades don't get too stressed and they catch all the bananas. Ready for some noise? Stop frequently. Push the bananas down, spread them out so that the blades catch them, and then keep going. It may seem thick and impossible at first. Trust me, the blades are going to work these bananas into nice cream. It just takes a few minutes and lots of pushing down in the first couple minutes. There's that little bit of excitement when you see the bananas really starting to go and it's starting to get creamy. You only want to mix the nice cream until you're absolutely sure there are no big chunks of banana in there anymore. So the banana has been thoroughly mixed in. It's almost there. Just going to give it one more little spin and then we're going to put it in the bowls. Okay, so our nice cream is now ready to go in the bowls. So this recipe makes about 4 small bowls of nice cream, perfect for dessert for 4 people. We're just going to plate these in the bowls. You can see we have these beautiful little bowls. These actually belong to a Japanese tea set that my husband's had forever. Really pretty little bowls. When you're making nice cream, make sure you lick out the food processor and all the implements. You do not want any of this to go to waste. First thing we're going to do is put the bowls back in the freezer, let them chill a little bit more while we make the sauce. So these are going back in the freezer. So here we are, ready to make our macchiato sauce. Now, I really love that light inspiration of coffee with chocolate. That's going to be just perfect for topping and swirling through the nice cream. In this pot, I have 1 tablespoon of extra virgin organic cold pressed olive oil, and I'm going to begin heating it slowly. We want that melted. Now, what's nice about when you have the coconut oil melted, as soon as it gets in the nice cream, it forms a chocolate shell. So there's going to be a shell layer on top and swirled through the nice cream. It's going to be absolutely fabulous. To this coconut oil, we are going to add 2 tablespoons of nice strong coffee. So that's going to be your macchiato flavor right there. So 2 tablespoons of strong coffee. Now I have a tablespoon of pure maple syrup is going to go in there. You need something a little bit sweet to balance out the raw cacao and the coffee. And 2 tablespoons I have here of organic cacao. So beautiful. It's going to give it that nice chocolatey flavor and it's going to make a beautiful chocolate shell. And we just mix that on the stove on low heat until it's all mixed together. Let your chocolate sauce cool down enough that it's not going to melt the nice cream, but not so cool that the coconut oil solidifies. You still want to be able to pour it and swirl it throughout the nice cream. So probably about 10 minutes while you're letting your nice cream get a little bit more solid in the freezer. 10 to 15 minutes is about a good time frame. So our chocolate has cooled just enough that it is warm enough to spread, but not so cold that it's getting solidified. Let's go get our nice cream from the freezer. this is the fun part. Take a little bit of the beautiful macchiato mocha chocolate sauce, and we put kind of a scant tablespoon on top of each bowl of nice cream. Of course, if you're really a fan of chocolate, you can always make more sauce, but I know you don't want the taste to overwhelm the nice cream. This is a perfect combination just the way it is. And then we take a knife and we swirl the chocolate sauce through the nice cream. We make little swirls. This chocolate shell begins to solidify because the coconut oil gets hard from touching the frozen ice cream. So we're just swirling that in a little bit. Doesn't need to be too much. So now we've got that all swirled in. Then we top it with some chopped roasted almonds. So I have some beautiful organic almonds here that I roasted them and chopped those up. And just decorate those on top. This crunch, so there's going to be a chewy texture from the dates, that chewy caramel texture, and then there's the crunch of the roasted almonds. It's just a perfect combination. And then we take a really nice quality, this is a Celtic sea salt, lots of minerals, it's very healthy, and just take a pinch of these full salt granules and take a little pinch and top. So a tiny little bit of extra of this crystallized, very healthy salt on top. And there you have it, your caramel macchiato, salted caramel macchiato nice cream. It's a beautiful dessert, and you don't even have to feel that bad if you decide to have it for breakfast or lunch, or even if you want to eat this whole recipe yourself. Let's take a little taste. This is where heaven meets earth. Thanks for coming to Modern Vegan Family. Please subscribe to the channel. Peace, love, and plants.